What you're looking at here is 3,045 pounds of that ain't gonna last real long. It's a 19 FD GeoPro landed down here at Advantage One RV Brokers. And in case you hadn't heard, GeoPros are about one of the hottest selling, most popular, highest demand single axle campers there's even existence on the market today. And here we got one that looks like it was virtually never used, in absolute time capsule clean condition. And frankly, that's probably all this one needs. That's the only thing you would really need to know for this one to find a home. But I'm going to try to do a little bit more of a job for you than that. That's one of the things we do here at Haylett RVs. We try to really dive into the details. Like that full viewing window in the entry door over here. And not only is it actually thin shade ready, but if we get right up here and let the camera focus in, you can see it actually has the shade built in. So if you do want to blot that out, you absolutely can. Now, other than the kitchen, which for fire code can't have these, the rest of the windows will have these nice kind of slow rise roller shades right there. But notice they're a lighter color. That's to help keep heat out of the RV, along with those very heavily tinted windows. Rockwood is basically one of the original producers of Murphy bed models on the market, and as a result, they just generally do it better than just about anyone else. So if we take a look here, you see that'll flip down, and it creates an easy north-south walk-around bed. But by this floor plan having a sofa and a dinette otherwise, it gives this RV the space and seating and function of a slide-out without the weight and cost of a slide-out, which is pretty cool. Now, the extremely exaggerated vaulted ceiling in here really opens this thing up, along with that really good lighting package, which means a taller person like me, I'm 6'2" or 3" or whatever, I can walk right under this air conditioner and never have to worry about, clocking my head on anything. Now, that window right there is a huge egress fire safety window, meaning it tilts open, and it gives us some really crazy good airflow as a result. Now, the cabinetry is all pocket screwed in here. And let me do you a favor. Let me get the kitchen all opened up in greater detail. Let's start, I think, down here. So this one was built with no oven, which gives you that massive amount of extra storage below the countertop. And not to mention the fact that it does have that folding countertop extension, which does have to be able to be folded so that the Murphy bed can go up and down. Now that is a 5 cubic foot combination fridge freezer over there. It is gas and electric. Let me get you right up here, actually. You can see it is actually gas, 110, 12 volt, and auto mode, basically, which is very, very cool. So no matter what, it will always try to do something to make sure that you have, good, reliable cooling going on in your refrigerator. That's a very, very cool thing that they have over there. The Barley Popinator 9000 series right below the sink there helps keep the, easy access. It keeps the carpal tunnel down when you're opening your drinks. And we have a carpetless, easy cleaning floor. And they took it, speaking of cleaning, holy cow. The whole thing basically looks brand new. I can't find blemish. To give you an idea, guys, look at the stereo over there. The little original hanging information tag is still sticking out of the stereo. It was never used. This is silly. Look at this. It's still all the original stuff going on. Now this TV's cool. This is either a 110 TV, or you see it does have a 12 volt plug on it. So if you want to be off grid, you can. And the TV's actually mounted on a swing arm. And you notice it has an integrated DVD unit in it. So we have DVD there, TV. We have AM, FM, and Bluetooth here with an HDMI expansion slot. And the Wi-Fi Ranger. That is a handy little router, basically. Signal access point, repeater. Built right into the RV. Helps rebroadcast existing Wi-Fi signals, but you can also get a little LTE chip for it. I think is that AT&T's the supplier, I think? This RV has a 100-watt solar panel from the factory right on the roof. That's our Go Power charge controller right there. Obviously doing a good job of keeping the batteries up because the RV hasn't been in use, but obviously the lights are on because the RV's not plugged into shore power currently. Over here, we have our master command center. Wasn't that a Russell Crowe movie, Master and Commander, something like that? This is not that, basically. Another thing that's nice about this, all the lights, bang, bang, all on one handy switch. And notice, I mean, they're really willing to clump the lights up. They want to make sure it's nice and light and bright in here. And that, along with those lighter wood tones in a very kind of farmhousey fashion, look great. Now, here's an important note, folks. If you like how this looks, they don't make them like this anymore. Now, the GeoPros built today, the updated 2021 generation, which has not yet landed, but is coming into Haylett RV just down the street, they actually have more of a light traditional wood tone, not the white kind of farmy tones that you're looking at here. There have been some changes to those decors, so kind of keep that in mind a little bit. Let's move back to the master bathroom here. Got to get the knob turned all the way. Funny how that works. So apparently whoever got this originally, you see that there was a handy little bucket basically full of random odds and ends that they left included with the RV. If we got that out of the way, there would be plenty of room around that toilet. Very good for a bigger, fluffy person, as it were. Awesome, awesome bathroom storage in here as well. And as we work our way up, here is yet another indicator that this RV was largely never used. And that is that pristine, clean fan up here. There's no, like, you know, dust bunnies or debris or anything on that. And there is a handy factory, what am I wanting to say, vent cover installed over that. Now up here, the skylight over the shower is it's of great importance basically for a person like me. Because the RV does have such a slanted vaulted roof, it's about 6'1" on the sidewall, maybe slightly taller, but about that. You need that for a person like me to be able to stand in the shower. And I love the little shower caddy over here. Great place for our little, you know, body washes and soaps and all kinds of things. Full surround paneling, and bathroom overall seems pretty bare, but, well, basic, I guess. It does have that shower miser installed. GeoPro was really one of the first mainstream manufacturers to start including that feature, which since then a lot of other brands have begun using it. And a dedicated sink in the bathroom instead of washing your hands in the kitchen. It's like all the little details, they are all right in here. The entry door is friction hinged, anti-slam. And you can see that you actually have a combination set up here for the deadbolt on that, which is very handy. If you're going to do some biking or kayaking, or you just want to go for a hike or something like that, you want to make sure you don't accidentally lose your keys. Or I know that a lot of women's clothing, like, just does not have normal pockets, and it can be a pain to find a place to put keys. Well, now you don't have to worry about it. There is a simple side mount solar prep plug in front of that little side saddle baggage compartment. Again though, this already has a factory installed roof solar package on it. Dual propane tanks with auto changeover regulator. That is one of those things, it adds some cost to the RV very quickly, that in the new RV market, you compare that against most single axle campers and people don't like realize, oh yeah, this one has like twice the propane capacity, and with the auto changeover regulator, if one tank goes dry, you can swap it out and never have a break in service. You don't introduce air into the lines. So this is an RV that since GeoPro's inception was a heavy user of Azdel. Azdel laminated in and outside of their walls. It's a double Azdel wall instead of a single like a lot of Azdel users. And that is a huge area of weight savings, along with that shorter sidewall but double vaulted roof and combination of a Norco chassis. All those things work together to really help keep the weight down on this, because this could easily be 3,300 pounds if they weren't quite so weight sensitive. Now if you're looking up top, take note of the height of the air conditioner in relation to things like that Max Air vent fan cover in the back. The AC is actually not the highest point on this. A lot of people ask, what's the overall height? Does that go to the air conditioner? No. It actually goes to the Max Air vent cover, because that is the tallest point. Frameless windows, heavily tinted, looking very good. Just in front of the tires, attached to the undercarriage, is actually a sewer hose caddy. Outside storage being a little bit limited on this, they wanted to make sure that you had a good place to be able to keep your stinky slinky away from the rest of the stuff. All LED tail and marker lights, 4-corner stabilizer jacks. It might sound like silly stuff to talk about, but again, when you're on a single axle camper, those are important things not everybody realizes they don't all have. It's got a black tank flush, backup camera ready, and as we wrap around here to the power awning side, which does have LED lighting, you're also met with the fact that it does have a gas grill quick connect. The very first generation of these actually used a free-floating Coleman camp grill, did not have a grill connect. So this one has a little cooker hooker, so you can throw yourself a little griddle, Blackstone thingamajob, whatever on here. I feel guilty walking up here because my footprints are the only little bit of dirt on this roof. I don't know if it was stored inside or what, but it is well kept. So there's that low profile air unit. You got that 100-watt flex panel up here from Go Power. I believe you can add one more 100-watt panel to this before you need to worry about changing out the charge controller, and thankfully there's plenty of room to do it. Right next to the solar prep plug there is the Wi-Fi Ranger that we talked about, giving you that signal access, and that's the Sky 4 system, which probably doesn't mean much to you, but basically it's Generation 4. It gets better range reception and fidelity, meaning reliability, if I'm going to kind of oversimplify it a bit. And then just, the heavy use of sealants Rockwood puts around everywhere. They've always been good. Everything on this is factory still, all the original factory seals. It's not old enough to have needed anything. Everything is still exactly how they put it together from the factory. The only thing I see that's not factory on this is the previous owner added that little plastic bucket holder to the back of the dinette for a little bit of extra utility storage in the living space. That's it. Other than that, it's all original, guys. Kind of like Josh the RV Nerd. So stupid. Anyway, give us a call down here at Advantage One RV Brokers. Sister store to Haylett RV just down the street. All of the RVs that you see here, we are selling on behalf of the owners. We do consignment sales, hitching, pieces, parts, trades, finance, RV delivery, and everything between. Give us a call. We do it all. We will welcome you down to take a swim over here in Lake Haylett. I talk about muddy in the waters. Whew, I wouldn't drink that Kool-Aid. Gross. Anyway, take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy Haylett camping, everyone.